Hi everyone, my name is Barbara. Welcome to my channel, Right in the Woods, where I share my love of journaling and stationery. Just a reminder, I do not edit my videos, so if you need to put me on 1.5 or 2.0 speed, totally get it. And what are we doing today? Today we're going to talk about what I'm just calling right now as a memory journal, memory notebook. However, today, which is Wednesday, July 8th, Archer and Olive came out with notebooks just like this, this style, and they're calling them junk journals. So basically it's a junk journal. And this was their first, I think, attempt at this last fall. They came out with this and I wanted to try it out. I think the ones that are out now are probably a little better than this one. This has a cloth cover which gets dirty pretty easily, and it looks like the ones they have out now are more in line with their normal covers, which hold up really nicely. So don't feel bad that you don't have this particular notebook, right? The new ones look much better. So what's different about this one than a normal notebook, and why are they calling it a junk journal? Well, first of all, it's a notebook that you can add things with bulk. All right, so what they've done, if you look over here, they have reinforced or given a little extra reinforcement to pages, which offers some thickness between pages so that you can add stuff. All right, maybe more pictures, more ephemera, more paper, more decor, depending on, how you want to do it. So junk journaling, I'm not an expert at junk journaling. I did get one of their albums this morning to try out some junk journaling. Though if you're wondering what that is, just search for it online. There's a lot of really nice junk journaling people out there with really cool books. All right, so it's kind of a way to save things. Like if you like to save paper and memorabilia and stuff like that, but people use art in it as well, like watercolors and stuff like that. Anyways, junk journal, look that up. I'm not an expert, all right, but I'm gonna try it. So, but again, the reason why, again, is the little extra room between the pages. So I got this last fall and I had an idea for it. I thought, oh, this is like the perfect size for this idea I had. And I'm going to share it with you, though I thought I had to come up with 5 other things that you could use this kind of notebook for other than what I have, because I'm not sure everybody who would have what I have. All right, so I'll show you what I have, then I'll give you 5 other ideas for it. All right, so I did Christmas letters and cards through the years, probably since when? Since 1990. I have written those, long Christmas letters to people at Christmas time. Sometimes they'd have pictures, sometimes they wouldn't. But these are like, those poor people who got this, and had to read this. The only thing good about it is I have a really good sense of humor. So most of the time they were pretty funny. So what this notebook holds are every letter since 1990, or eventually they became like picture cards. And I just decorated with Christmas stickers. I added craft paper envelopes and put in for every year. All right, sometimes I added my daughter's Santa's like wish list, which was kind of fun. So all those letters are in here. They're quite the like history thing. It's quite the documentation, because I would often go through things that would happen through the year. So it's kind of an interesting thing to go back and read, and they were kind of fun. All right, so I'm just going to flip through. Excuse me. I'd save the cards if I put a card in there with the letter. I don't know how much you want to see, but as you can see, more envelopes. Just decorated. Letters in here. Let's see. It'd probably be more fun if I actually read some of them to you, but I don't think I'll do that. I'll spare you. All right, so yeah, see, then eventually it went into looking like a newspaper. So, oh, and here's Shelby's Christmas wish list from 2004. All right. So those kind of things are in here. And then eventually we did picture cards. All right. Sometimes they were actual cards and with the yearly information in there. All right. So I think instead of letters, they all become Christmas cards. Yes. All right. Or just Christmas postcards. Let's see, you know, where it's just a postcard. All right, so that is the idea. And because there's a lot of bulk with this, I thought this particular notebook with the extra binding, the extra thickness on the inside binding would help it. It's still a little chunky, all right? And I did decorate this up till how many years? I could do more, but I've got it up to 2028, all right? And then I still have pages left. So 1990 to 2025 for sure, and then a few extra pages. But you can see it gets a little thick, all right? All right, still good, still in good shape. And it was just fun to do. All right, so what are 5 other things you could do with this particular kind of notebook besides junk journaling? All right, again, Creative Memories. It's just on my brain. Archer and Olive came out with the new albums for junk journaling. So here are some things. Yearly school photos of your kids. I had a friend whose family used to take yearly family photos or in reunions every year. So those kind of photos could go in here. And photos will work because, you know, there's extra space. If you like to go to concert and keep tickets, but you don't want to permanently adhere them into your notebook, you can use photo corners. All right, highly recommend these if you ever want to put something in your notebook that you want to be able to take out if you need to. All right, so photo corners, you've all seen these old-time photo corners where you stick the corner of your picture or whatever memorabilia in there. All right, and then it sticks to the page. These are old Creative Memories ones. These are clear. Even if I took them out of the box, you wouldn't be able to see what they look like. All right, photo corners. Okay, so concert tickets. If you are a theater person and you go to lots of plays and you come home with playbills or tickets as well, those could go in one of these. And then art mail journaling. So if you go back on my channel, probably one of the first videos I did was a little tour of my art mail journal. So every month I get mail from different artists, and they usually include a postcard size piece of art and some stickers and other fun things. And so obviously this one is very chunky. It probably would have been better in one of these for that extra space along the binding. But I'll keep this. I don't mind this. I'm not going to switch it over. But again, art mail. So, you know, various artists, and they'll send you pieces of their artwork and stickers and things like that. All right. So art mail journal. Those are fun. If you just like to get snail mail, highly recommend art mail. Go onto Etsy and type in snail mail clubs, art mail clubs. Do it on Instagram. If you just type that in, you'll see a whole bunch of other people that are also doing it. So highly recommend that. It's just fun, and to see other people's art and get some fun stickers. All right, so that's it. I call this a memory journal, but junk journals from Archer and Olive are now available. And again, I am not an affiliate with Archer and Olive, but I do like the company and I like their products. So check it out. And I think that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to have you follow along. Thank you so much for being here, and may you be peaceful, may you be healthy, may you get to write, or may you get to be creative today. Thanks so much.